right, Val. There's a rumor among the Docktown paper sellers. The author for your serial had notes on a third series.
Really?
It's never getting printed. I'll tell you that up front. But if I track down the notes...
Yes, please. Oh, wow.
What?
Does this mean you're working a case for me? The author and note keeper.
Didn't we already
Smart
work a
jumped
case
to
for her?
paper before I
Didn't we do
started.
that? Oh, fuck.
We need to fight better!
Yeah, you do. I don't know why those guys give me so much trouble. I feel like they shouldn't. It's just the way that they attack. They're very aggressive. They get in your face really quickly. And also, they have a lot of defense, it seems like. My attacks don't do nearly as much damage against them. I probably should have just fast traveled, but not that far.
Everything needs doing. I'm always ready.
What's happening to this city? I heard some people lost their homes.
Start the conversation.
What could you do anyway? You're not a builder.
Talk to Morgan. Why is this going through?
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathis? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Okay.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition?
Yeah.
Well,
Is this the Inquisitor
this
I
is
made?
Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
I completely forgot that I redesigned the Inquisitor. Pleased to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wow.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the first warden.
You heard about that.
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in.
Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
And the Gillenane. I don't know if we can. This is on you. Okay, I know that it's not on her.
I won't let you down.
I literally
Don't
was
worry
there.
about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Alright. I need your spies. I need your connections. I need an army. Let's see. Tell me more about the South.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south.
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities.
Do we
the
have to
north.
say their names
The
every time?
forces they deployed to
I feel
the
like we're
south,
speaking power to them
estranged
the more we
Darkspawn,
say their names, you
have
know.
spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Vorlay. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, The Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marchers have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall.
Aveline
She's taking
is
her people
Viscount?
and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Prince Vale? Oh,
We
we're
didn't
just
know.
dropping all the
My
names, huh?
ma-
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
The Inquisitor is just our,
the
like,
Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight.
connection to the old
I've used it
games.
to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
She's literally just saying all the things.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use
I
the
mean,
Illuvians
Morgan
to
was the
travel.
original.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
Well, I need your connections.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength. Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found
Dude, I've
it
been
right
finding
around the
these
time
everywhere.
Solas's ritual failed when he was pulled
I
into
found
the
like
Fade.
30 of these
We've
by now.
examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him. Somehow.
Solas is ancient, and part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight
Dude.
into your new ally.
Is it just me, or like I feel like they should have just get Nev off the team, put Morgan on the team. Yes. Get Lucanus off the team, put Isabella on the team. Or even Tosh. Get rid of Tosh, put on Isabella. It just seems like why have them in the game and they're not gonna be on your team? Good. I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Solas has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solas rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
Solas was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him,
Oh
if
yeah, I made it so that they
uncovers
were
something that
romantically involved.
honestly I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think, I hope, it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding,
I can't
stay
remember if
sharp.
she's a mage.
You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
What about the hero of Ferelden? The champion of Kirkwall? We don't get any of them. They should have just made me redesign all of them while I was at it, you know.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Take a bro. No. Is that them telling me I have stuff to do at the lighthouse? Probably. Probably. Change on the wind. Yeah, I guess I can just follow this through until... Oh, no, this is the only quest. Okay, yeah, so we just go back to the lighthouse then.
Rook,
Oh.
just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like.
Oh,
Guess the
Okay.
first warden didn't like me joining your team.
So he kicked you out.
Calling wardens back from all over
That's pretty
is
wild.
a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive darkspawn horde on the move.
Oh boy.
Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
Has to be the gods.
The timing can't be a coincidence. The gods must be behind this.
I bet they are. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind.
Didn't we learn that
To
the
know
elven
what we're up
gods
against.
caused the blight though?
Talk to Solas. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Okay, gotta talk to Solas again. We're finally progressing in the story. Let's go put the statuette. View the regret.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win.
So we have
Now the
Algernon and
Evamuris are as
Mythal.
gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
Okay. It sounded like there was more to be said there.
That was strange.
Oh,
They were speaking Elven, but I understood
oh,
it.
we all heard it?
I
We all were
believe
there?
We have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
I'm sorry. What? It was a bit of a letdown. What does this get us? Yeah, what does this get us? This does nothing for us.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgernon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solas, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solas were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
I see her reason.
I think I get where Mythal is coming from.
Really?
We've just finished some big war, everyone is exhausted, and now Elgernon won't give up power? If Mythal sided with Solas, would Elgernon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the peace.
And Solas must see that, but still can't accept that she chose peaceful politics over his ideals.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solas wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solas? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If to restore the rest of these murals, Solas would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
We've spent probably about 5% of the time, not even, maybe like 0.3% of the time that I've spent playing this game. Oh. Speaking to Solas in my head. Am I supposed to place all the statuettes that I've gotten so far?
I was not
Is that what we're doing right now?
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible.
So who are these other two?
The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me?
Oh, you caught feelings.
For freedom from this struggle.
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
They were in love. He didn't just catch feelings. Okay. Oh,
Did Mythal call
brother.
Solas love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing
Oh,
it.
this is
The
interesting.
elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed
So I've gotten
things,
too
well,
many
It feels romantic to us, but
wolf
that wasn't
statuettes.
really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
I don't think so. And ick. Yes, obviously. Maybe. Moving on.
Whether they were doing it or not, Solas cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to
Yeah,
Mythal.
I swear,
They might be
Tasha's like a
fighting, but
13-year-old.
they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Tell us the story.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Wait.
Intriguing.
Hold on.
So it's possible
Was
Andrul stumbled
Flemeth
onto the
Mythal?
magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Mythal was Flemeth. No? I'm vaguely remembering something like that from Inquisition. I don't know if any of these even matter one way or the other. I'll say worried.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solas. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously, too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solas says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
Wow.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solas
You
wants
see
to
what
hide.
I mean?
What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
What do we mean by killed?
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Rook, as a fellow watcher, you know there are ways.
I'm not saying she couldn't help from beyond the grave. I'm just asking how.
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign
You think?
possession, that speaks to her character.
The one good god got killed. He blames himself. I'll say that.
Solas goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other god's killer for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use.
It's a love story.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
I believe we did. Yeah, look at that. Dude, how many of these are we about to do? This might be the whole episode. Just a Solas history lesson before we go talk to Solas.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal,
Yeah, how many were
I
there?
sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods
You would
away
think that
and created a veil between
Lucanus
this
would
world
be
and the Fade.
way more
They were terrible, no
jittery
question.
if
But what
he's
he
constantly
did,
drinking
it
coffee
didn't
just to stay
stop them.
awake.
It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the
there were
veil
7
just
of
to
them.
keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
As a watcher, I'm alarmed.
Honestly,
Emmerich approves.
it's a little terrifying.
I used my watcher
I've
thing.
studied the Fade for years with the Watchers. The idea that the Veil, a fundamental part of our world, was an accident as Solas sprang his trap?
Astonishing. How little we truly know.
And a good reminder not to start spells you don't know how to finish.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solas trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
I believe. This hurts me too. I'm sorry, this hurts. The lessons are what matter. That's not our problem. Don't let this shake you, and I still believe in the Maker. Okay, confirm continued belief in the Maker. Speak as someone who does not believe in the Maker. Put aside questions of the Maker. Do not give a personal view regarding belief in the Maker. Okay. Speak as someone who does not believe in the Maker. These two are the same. And share Harding's belief and anxiety at learning this. I'll say Don't let it shake you.
The Maker was never my faith, Lace, but I don't think you have to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just doesn't exist?
The chant of light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse about an elf named Shartan, and the chantry just cut it out.
So maybe the Golden City was meant as a metaphor, or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
So I'm assuming we've definitely gotten them all at this point. Because I've been side questing, for real, for real.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solas. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
I'm not sure what the
What?
This
what
is
that mural
astounding.
was.
The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could
Yeah, I
Spite
couldn't tell
turn
what it
into
was
an elf?
depicting. Like, which one was Solas,
Sorry, but
or were they both Solas? Because what was the little creature, the glowing creature on the left? This is interesting. Yeah, for sure.
This puts all of elven history in a new light. Not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
People have bigger worries. Nobody would buy it. I don't want to cause harm. They have bigger worries.
I don't think people will care right now. We've got evil gods trying to destroy the world.
Evil, elven, blighted gods. Don't forget.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Ireland, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solas himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
That would make
There's
sense.
something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solas didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mathal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solas was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
They hurt the Titans, those idiots. This started the war. Yeah, this started the war.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
Yeah, we're going back in time.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solas regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried, you said it yourself.
He did it for Mithal.
Yeah, he just
Everything
followed
that
her.
Followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Oh, Solas. Ya idiot. And we've got one more? Two more? Yeah, there's one over there. It's the lyrium dagger. Solas and Mythal.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit.
Oh, damn.
But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solas made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
How like him. I never do these I'm sorry answers. How could he do that? I mean, it is very like him. But I will say, no wonder he feels guilty.
No mystery why he wants to forget this.
As a mage, apparently a scholar, Solas doubtless regrets destroying the minds of the Titans.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solas regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad, a disembodied blight of pain and anger.
He created something.
You can't. That's not
He
possible.
created the
When
blight.
a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion, evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
Ooh. What about the Darkspawn? Where'd they come from?
What does this mean for Darkspawn? Should we be trying to help them?
I don't believe so. If the Blight is a corrupted dream, Darkspawn may be mindless manifestations of its anger.
Right. They're not people. We're never going to get through to them.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgarnon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solas to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
So I'm seeing there are two ways parallel to become corrupted. There's through spirits, right? Through the veil, which would be demons corrupting, becoming an abomination, all of that, right? But then you also have the blight corruption, where I thought that if you get blighted, you become a darkspawn. But they're saying that darkspawn were created from the blight, which is a dream, which is it's a broken dream, which would then be coming from also the Veil? Or the Fade. That would be coming from the Fade. Right? But now, there are corrupted beings that have become darkspawn, like Corypheus. In Dragon Age, I think that was 2. And there were others. The Broodmother, I believe. They weren't always darkspawn. And then the Archdemon itself is a dragon that got blighted. And I think it also creates darkspawn. But it's like, are they disproving that the blight works that way? Like everything is just created from the corrupted dream? I'm a little bit lost.